Today's gig is going to be a little bit different. I am doing sound for a friend who's doing a wedding today. I will not be bringing my system. He did ask if I would bring a couple lights, and then obviously I need my iPad, but I will not be doing any of the rig, but I will be helping set up. So let's get started. This is going to be an outdoor show, obviously, so let's go ahead and get this trailer unloaded. The band uses Electro-Voice speakers for the system. The nice part about today's gig is that I'm not setting up alone. It's so much faster, even with just one more person. As you can see, the venue has a very rustic and farm vibe, complete with hay bales, which I was actually informed are called straw bales. Who knew they were different? Spoiler, not me. We will be running one EKX18 sub per side tonight. Personally, I'd like to have a little bit more sub, but we can make this work for the dance floor.
Dude.
The tops are Electro-Voice EKX15s, and we'll be putting them on the pole on top of the subs.
What's up? These are ZLXs. Did you want to try to stable this before we?
The ground wasn't quite level on this side.
It'd be nice if we had those pieces of plywood. Sticks?
So now we're on a hunt to find stuff to stabilize it. Being a farm, I knew there was going to be something somewhere. Heck yeah, all fixed.
There's an inside like barn. There's a bunch of stuff in there, but couldn't find any sticks. And I walked out of trash and I saw those. I was like, oh, okay. They obviously aren't gonna care about these.
The Electro-Voice covers are pretty cool. They have a little hidden spot where you can keep the power cables.
I think so too.
The poles were gas assist ones from Rockville. A lot of DJs actually use Rockville gear. It's budget friendly, but still nice. Here's the tables that the guests will be sitting in. And then if we turn over here, you can see the band is right here close. The band has arrived.
I like the way that it's styled.
For a 10-minute job.
Oh, I see what you did. We're gonna take it out of his out of this box. His ears, or I mean his wedge.
Getting the right speaker height was kind of a challenge,
Well, you're
because
plugged
we
into
don't want it
that's
so
him, right?
low that it's just blasting the people that are dancing, like hitting them right in the face. But also, if it's too high, most of that sound's going to hit the top of that tent and not actually make it to the back.
Okay.
So we kind of split the difference. Using a snake, even on a small stage like this, will save you running cables all the way back and forth to the mixer.
This broken one?
I overheard them talking about a microphone stand that was broken,
Oh, unless this
but
is.
I think it was just actually missing a part, and I'm pretty sure I saw that part. I thought perhaps it was missing a bolt or a screw, but it actually looks like it just snaps right on top.
It's like an angel. You already plugged me in.
I try to keep cables as clean as I can as I go. Okay, let's start the debate. Do you just do over or do you do over under? I learned over under originally, but Matt, the guy I work with, does the over method, and I found that neither way really ruins the cables as long as you don't pull them tight. So, what's your preference?
You're good.
The fun part about snakes is they're numbered, but they don't always match the number that you have them plugged into on the mixer.
This is your
So then
vocal.
you're
So
like,
you go
is this
at
1
7.
through 8? Is this 8 through 16? And then every band kind of lays out their mixer internally different than I would. So there's that too. On my mixer, I do use a pretty standard layout, but a lot of bands kind of have their own way. And honestly, I'm getting paid to do a job, so it doesn't really bother me. If it really bothered my workflow, I would just bring my mixer.
Thank you for not wrapping it around.
Did you all hear that?
This
That's
lets you
right.
move it, though.
I got a compliment. Those are very rare as a sound guy.
Well, like other sound people wrap it around and then I have to unwrap it.
Yeah. I hear you. It is really light.
I don't know what brand these drum mics are, but they actually sounded pretty good.
Oh yeah, the tiny sound hole.
Alright, we're doing a little instrument check to make sure everything is working. The guitar player is using a Helix into a tube amp. In this case, I'm pretty sure he's just using it as an effects unit, but he does have presets to go direct if he needs to.
Or I'm running 430 to 5. Oh, I have a meeting. Alright.
The keys are a Nord Stage 3. They are running a couple of the good old ZLX 12s for monitors. The bass has a small pedal board, which is running into an Ampeg amp that has a direct out to go to front of house. And of course, the drums, with the world's smallest sound hole. This is very rare. We do not need a power distribution box. They have a box attached with 3 separate circuits. And here's a look at the back of the stage. I don't think that thing's going anywhere. You can see it's a really cool venue and it's a really beautiful day. And right next to us is some ice and this gigantic silo. We have a fire pit, and we didn't know at the time, but it's gonna get real cold and I'm gonna try to stand by that as much as I can. Check out this cool old car. I'm pretty sure I can fix this up. It might need it might need reupholstered, maybe a radio. I think it's good to go. We got some snacks, some popcorn, some chips. I don't know what this popcorn was, but it was dang good. And then of course, a bar. The guests are starting to arrive, and we're about to get this party started. I can't get over how beautiful this venue was. It's just a really nice day for a white wedding. You see what I did there? Check out this fanciness. I thought this was just a trailer, but it has water running to it. And this thing is actually a mobile bathroom. What the heck? Let's go inside and check it out. It's not locked, but surprise, there's a dude in here. Look how nice this is. I'm really impressed. It was heated and it even had music piped in. Okay, let's get changed. Now it's dinner time. We're just hanging out, waiting on the, you know, the best part where you're waiting to get up to actually go eat, but you're starving the whole time. And here's our final setup for the end of the night. We were also in charge of running the dinner music. I had to run sound for the speeches, and it's really tough because one, they're standing in front of the speakers, and two, a lot of people don't like holding the microphone close to their mouth, which makes it really hard to get it actually loud enough for everybody to hear without causing feedback. But you do what you can. And this wedding was packed. Next we do the first dance. And now, let's get the band rolling. The band played a fun mix of songs to keep the crowd engaged and having fun the entire night, even though it was freezing.
We are all finished up. It went pretty well, actually. Just had a couple issues with wireless. That my DMX Go just doesn't work sometimes, but wireless. We had wireless interference with in-ears and everything all night too, so might have just been the area. But they really liked what the band did. They liked the way it sounded, so we got an A+, and looks like we'll probably get booked again somewhere else. Thank you for joining me for this video. We'll see you in the next one.